Mother2 here for the Pretend Pros. It was requested in my last video of remote play for the PlayStation Vita, of course it's still the Oled model, that's the only one I have, that I show off a fighting game, and here is Dead or Alive 5 running at 540p high FPS, streamed directly from my PS4 Pro. As you can see, it is very responsive, it works really well, it looks fucking great. The water itself, the lighting, everything just looks really good. It's running constantly. I don't really know how much else I could show here, because I'm kind of holding this thing at a very odd angle, and for that I apologize. But yeah, overall it runs really well, and I hope this video was helpful. Just for shits, I think I'm going to show off some other games as well though, just because, you know, there's more ground that I can cover. There's always going to be more ground that I can cover. Starting with Shadow of Mordor. I didn't show that off last time on the Vita, I'm going to show it off this time. This screen actually looks fucking spectacular right now, as is. I really can't believe how good that screenshot looked. I mean, it's being streamed at 540p, which is half of what the native resolution of the game was, and considering the game has been increased to, dynamic 4K, and is now going to be super sampled down to 540p, that's certainly going to be interesting to see how this game looks and plays on here. Alright, let's go. Load slower, please. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, just got to adjust this here. Sorry about this. Hard to keep this in place while I play. Alright, so there's a little bit of lag here, as you can see. Not a whole lot. That's kind of just how the game runs itself. Now, the camera obviously doesn't show the quality nearly as well as this screen would, but it seriously does make a huge difference seeing this on the OLED screen. You know, the black levels are absolutely phenomenal, as you can tell. The screen itself almost blends in with the piano black finish of the unit. And the audio is pretty damn crisp. But yeah, let's see here. The mountains don't look that bad. The scenery itself actually looks pretty good. It's pretty responsive overall. I wouldn't say, you know, that it's absolutely perfect, because it's far from it. But there's a little bit of input lag on this one. Not a whole lot of input lag, but it runs really well actually. Alright, so let's see if I can get a close-up on him. It's about as good as I can do here. But as you can tell, you know, the rocks maintain a lot of the detail that they would have. Just overall, it looks really well done. And the stream itself is very, very good. The last title I'm going to show on this is going to be Infamous Second Son, just so I can show off a few more games here. If you guys want, you know, hit me up in the comment section. I happen to have another fighting game, which is Dragon Ball Xenoverse. The first one, not the second one, unfortunately. And if you guys would like to see that, you know, let me know in the comment section below. And I would be happy to oblige and show off the gameplay. Show how well it works and how good it looks. Honestly speaking, though, judging just by, you know, how inky the black levels are and all this other wonderful stuff, it's definitely going to work well and look great. The only game that I've really experienced any real lag with here was Shadow of Mordor, and that's just because the game is running at native 4K downsampled here. Now this game is actually really dark on the Vita screen here. The reason for that being, I'm assuming, is because I'm actually streaming the HDR source, which, you know, darkens the dark areas and brightens the bright areas, but it's not brightening the bright areas on my screen here because it can't. And, you know, the OLED screen has almost near perfect black levels, so it really it's really not that great in terms of visual fidelity. But there's very little artifacting. There's literally no input lag whatsoever here. It runs really well actually. The lighting effects are still hella nice. You know, you can dash through all this stuff here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show off the fighting game and a few other games. Yeah, Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video informative, helpful, entertaining, blah, 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 like the video. If you want to see any more of our wonderful future quality content, hit the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, inputs, or requests, let me know in the comment section. I'll do my very best to help you out. Thanks so much for watching. This is Mother2 signing off.